Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Green Pill podcast. I'm your host, Dara Walsh, and this is my other host, Brendan McKernan.
Hello.
So, this is a podcast from two Irish people who live in Ireland, obviously, who are on self improvement, and we're just going to share our journey with you and give you advice on anything you can possibly need. So, Brendan, how about you start and tell us a good bit about yourself?
So I'm from Belfast, and I started self-improvement say about 3 years ago now, 2, 3 years ago, something like that. And there wasn't there wasn't some big moment where I was introduced to it. It was sort of a progressive thing. And before I even started, I sort of didn't like the life that everyone else was living. Going out going out and drinking and fucking partying and all that sort of stuff, it never really resonated with me. So I always sort of felt distant from other people because the things I enjoyed, they didn't enjoy. So eventually I ended up coming across self-improvement, and then progressively, bit by bit, I've sort of been trying to work on myself, improve myself, and try and create a life that I'm happy with.
Um, I'm Dara, and I'm from Wexford. And I started self improvement properly December 2022. And I was just scrolling through my feed and I came across a video and I went down the Hamza rabbit hole from there. And I just got consistent with it then. Um, I didn't really start because of a heartbreak or anything like that. It was just I saw it and I was like, yeah, actually, this seems good to get into. So I just started focusing on the gym and doing the good habits and stuff like that. So me and Brendan have both been doing self-improvement for a while. So we are about one step ahead of the rest of you, maybe two or three. But we just said we'd give a helping hand with for anybody that needs a helping hand with it and share our own experiences and give advice to anybody listening. So, Brendan, how did we meet?
By complete coincidence
Yeah,
is the best way to put it.
yeah.
Basically, so he was saying about the Hamza rabbit hole. I also fell down the Hamza rabbit hole as well, and I ended up joining one of the communities that Hamza made. And a couple of months ago, a guy reached out to me on it, who also happened to be from Ireland, saying, "Hello, I thought I seen that you were looking for an Irish self improvement group, because up to that point I'd been in this community, but I didn't really feel particularly close with anyone. So I didn't really have a proper accountability partner. I didn't have a group of people that I could sort of work on myself with. Because one of the best things you can have in self improvement is a group of like minded people. And I didn't have that for ages. So I ended up just sort of sticking in the mud. I wasn't really making progress in much. But a few months ago, a guy reached out to me and said, "I seen you were looking for an Irish self improvement group. I'll invite you to this Discord." He invited me to the Discord channel, and then eventually, after I was in the Discord channel, a guy called Liam ended up inviting me to a WhatsApp group, and it was in this WhatsApp group that I ended up meeting Dara, and like straight away we clicked. We were in each other's heads constantly. We were we were trying to work on the same things, we were just like-minded people, and then that's eventually where we had the idea to do this.
Yeah. Um, I had been invited to the WhatsApp group, and I was in it a bit longer than Brendan, but I was never active in the chat itself. I would always let the chats build up on my phone and I wouldn't even look at them. Then eventually, when I did start looking at them, was around Easter. Um, I got into a chat with a few of the people, and then coming to April or May, I was having a bit of difficulty with something, so I reached out to the group chat first, and me and Brendan had a very long chat about it.
I remember them long chats.
Very long chat is an
What was
understatement.
what was our record for our group calls? What was it, like 6 hours or something?
I'll have a look there now because I have the screenshot of it. But
It was
me
something
and
like
Brendan,
4 to 6 hours or something. We were in a WhatsApp call for it. It was ridiculous. We started at like 9 o'clock and we stayed in it till about 3. It was mental, but
yeah, it was on the 22nd of April. 3 hours 33 minutes. We got all the way up to 4 hours 3 minutes
fuck, 4 hours.
on a WhatsApp call.
Never felt like 4 hours as well.
No,
It
I
felt
don't.
this.
Like we just clicked and we had a good laugh. We were talking about self-improvement. We were talking about personal stuff as well. And we and then we just done that nearly every day that week. We've become inconsistent with our phone calls and our little therapy sessions. But like then I had the idea because both of us are YouTubers and we had a little competition going, which I won.
Thumb
You
luck,
can't
mate. Thumb luck.
you, you can't deny that I did win it. So
You did win. You beat me fair and square. I'll not deny it.
and how many more subscribers do I have to do now?
Oh, fuck. I think about 20 or something. 10 or 20, something like that.
And how long are you doing it till I am?
Now, hold on a second. Properly uploading videos only started whenever you started.
Yeah.
I was
You
like
had a
uploading like fucking once every month or something stupid. Like I was barely uploading anything. But here, I tell you what, see the competition between me and you
yeah,
got me like 10 times the growth that I had seen in like a year. Easy.
yeah. No, the competition, as much as I'm having a laugh about winning now, like
Yeah.
it was a load of fun. Like, it was just two masculine men competing against each other, being friendly about it, and then like it was good. It was good. Like I grew to 55 subscribers because of it. So
I'm still stuck in the fucking 30s or something.
yeah.
High 20s, 30s.
But then on one of the calls, I asked Brendan, I was like, how would you fancy starting a podcast? Because like me and him were fond of talking for a long time about stuff in general. So I was like, we could just because we were talking a lot of value in the calls itself. So um I thought it'd be a great idea to just record what we're saying and be a bit more careful with what we're saying then that way.
Don't want to get sent to jail or something because
Oh,
of something
yeah,
stupid we say or something silly. But
I can think
uh,
of worse things. I can think of things we can say that would get us, that'd get me in trouble more than getting into jail anyway.
uh,
But
that's the game you play when you're on self-improvement. You risk offending people.
yeah, right. So
Right, shall we get into our what we want to talk about today?
so Brendan, what are you doing now with your life and what are you working on? What are you struggling with?
So there's a couple of things I'm sort of struggling with. One is my diet. I've always sort of struggled with that. I've always been fit, but I've never really eaten clean. So I'm trying to trying to sort out my diet. Um, Still sometimes play video games. I've been trying to work that out. Um, but those are sort of mainly the only two. Everything else I'm sort of happy with right now anyway. But those are the only two that are giving me issues, shall we say. But I'm definitely a bit better now than I was a long time ago. Because I used to sit up playing video games till like 4 in the morning, starting at like 8 o'clock in the day. Like it was really bad. It was really, really bad. But it's nowhere near that bad now. At least now I can tell myself to stop and I'll stop. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And at least now you're staying up till 4 a.m. chatting to me on the phone.
Chatting to you. It's a band-aid, not a fix.
Yeah.
That's actually another thing as well, actually, that I'm trying to work on as well. It's probably the one I'm mainly focusing on right now is my sleep. I'm trying to fix my sleep.
Yeah.
You know, just
I'm going to bed later than I was lately, but I'm still getting my 8 hours. So, um, I have a rule with myself: if I don't get everything done throughout the day, I'll just stay up and get it done. I won't sleep until my to-do list for the day is done. For me at the moment, because of the illness, for the viewers that don't know, I got ill about 2.5 months ago or so. It would have been in around the end of April, wouldn't it have been, Brendan, since the
yeah, that's
training
when it would have
started?
started.
Yeah. And I was in A&E for the May bank holiday weekend. Yeah. So it had actually started before then as well then. So, and then I've just been in and out of the hospital since, and I was losing a lot of weight. I think in since the middle of April, I've lost 15 kg, and that's on a bulk. So, um, at the moment, the plan is just completely focused on bodybuilding and getting myself to 85 kg. I'm currently 60. So, and then I have my college stuff to be working on as well. Like I'll be, because I didn't get to sit my exams when I was sick. So I'll be doing them in August. So I'll be focusing on that at the moment and then whatever after.
So, what are you gonna do to try and make sure that you get there, that you get over that cross line?
The
What steps
85
are you implementing?
the 85 kg.
Yeah,
So I'm tracking my calories again. I wasn't doing that before. And at the moment I'm eating about 3,200 calories because for me over the last few weeks with the tests and all coming up, I just didn't have an appetite. So 3,200 would have been my maintenance before now, but now it's actually a surplus for me. So I'm starting with 3,200 calories. Then I'll up it to 35 when my weight. So I'll be tracking my weight. And once that weight stops going up, then I'll up it to 3,500, up it to 4,000, 4,500, 5,000, and I'm going to call it quits at around 5,000, 5,500. Go on a short little cut to then plow on again. And 85 kg is the provisional goal. And then the long term goal is I want to be 90 kg lean. So we're looking at about summer 2026 to get to that goal.
Mm.
So
Yeah. 50% of your body weight you have to build
yeah,
in 2 years. Right now, would you say you weigh 60
yeah.
and you want to work up to 90?
The 90 was easier. The 90 was definitely easier 2 months ago to reach because I was over 70.
Yeah.
But we're going to stick with the same goal and we're going to put more into it.
Good
And
man.
I'm giving myself a good part of a year and a half, 2 years. So I'll bulk up to 95 and then that final cut, I'll go down to 90 and I'll be beach body ready by summer 2026.
You already have a missus. You shouldn't be beach bodying anything.
I'll be going to the beach with her.
Oh, suppose.
I do want to look my best for her, like, you know.
Suppose.
Like,
Yeah.
Signal people have to focus on attracting others. I have to focus on keeping my woman attracted to me.
Mm. Well, I'd imagine keeping one's easier than getting one.
Sure.
Or is that a mistake from someone like myself who's never even been in a relationship? It's never happened.
No,
No.
it depends. It depends. Genuinely, though, it depends. It depends what you're good at. Like, I was never good at getting into a relationship, and I was never good at keeping one. So, and I had to do a lot of work on that. So, and this is my first proper long-term relationship. So, I actually don't even have an answer for that.
How long have you two been together for now?
6.5 months.
Still going strong?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
May it continue. May it continue.
And how's your Christian dating app experience?
Oh fuck, that's useless. The thing's useless. I've been using it for a few weeks now, and it's like people don't text you on it. People don't actually message you back. Like you like people and you send them messages and they don't get back to you. So I'm just like,
I'm gonna send you something there on WhatsApp. And and this is the type of photo you should put. And don't say no to it. Just
right,
just say
I'm
just
I'm
go
waiting.
along with it. Just go along with it.
Let's see.
This is this should be oh fuck. I'm gonna try and get it better. Bear with me a minute. I know where to find it, so actually I'll send
You
you
know,
see it as
I'll
I'm
be
not.
honest. I'll be honest, right? I
Yeah.
did give that sort of photo like I
Even that
probably should
one.
do that.
Even
I gave it a serious thought, but the thing is, right?
even that one.
My reasoning behind not doing it was if it was the other way around, I wouldn't want a woman doing that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the it was sort of the conclusion I came to thinking about it. It's like if I was on one of them apps and she's posting a video like that, or not a video, sorry, a photo of that as her main profile photo, I'd be like,
You've got to play with fire. You know what I mean?
ah,
Like, you've got to play with
I know.
fire. Like, I'll tell you one
I
thing.
suppose you got to get your foot in the door somehow. I suppose.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. Like, I don't think, like, well, I don't know. But did you see the photo I sent you there, the other one?
No, actually, I didn't. I didn't see you sent me a second one. Let me see. Have a look. Let's have a look. See. I'm definitely not going that far. Like that's definitely crossing some sort of line. Those are the types of photos that you should be sending someone you've already got, not someone you don't know. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, no, I know that. Yeah, no,
But
no.
yeah, it's uh, don't think dating apps are the way, mate.
So, so we're gonna wrap this up quickly enough. Um, we're gonna talk about what influencers you should go to for advice on self-improvement in general. So my recommendations would be Hamza and Ryan Horgan. But the thing with Hamza is his older stuff because he's moved more into an entrepreneur side of YouTube at the moment. But Ryan Horgan, his unfiltered channel is a good place to look. And finally, David from How to Beast. Do you have anyone to add to that, Brendan?
No, those are the two main ones. And what you were saying about Hamza is right. I was actually gonna say that if you didn't mention it. I'd recommend watching his content from maybe a few years ago over his newer stuff because his newer stuff sort of focuses more on business because the man's a multi-millionaire now, so he's talking a lot more about businessy sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas his earlier stuff, he was making that whenever he was basically living in poverty. So a lot of his old content has very good value for like sort of where we are in our self-improvement journey now, sort of towards the start,
Yeah.
middle area. It's a lot better because the advice that he gives in those videos is the advice that got him to where he is now, and he's a multi-millionaire now. Like the guy's done really well for himself.
Yeah. So tune in every single Sunday for this podcast on wherever you listen to your podcast. So we're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, and we're on Rumble. So if you're on any of those three, give us a follow and follow our Instagram and our TikTok account as well. So do you have anything you want to add to that, Brendan?
Um, so this is our first podcast. So understand it's not gonna be perfect, but um like Dar said, do try to tune in every Sunday because we are the type of people that are probably where you are in self improvement. And the best thing, like I said before, the best thing you can have in self improvement is someone who's at the same point as you helping you along. Because it's hard to take advice from someone who's a billionaire, but taking advice from someone who's been through what you've been and is going through what you're going through is a lot easier to digest than advice from someone who doesn't even seem real because they're that rich, they're that successful. That fly
And
attacking you.
yeah, there's a fly flying around here. But
I was looking around there. I was like, "You must be a fly in his room."
with I just opened window and
Oh.
they're all coming in now. But yeah, no, as Brendan said, like with the people that are at the level that you're wanting to get to, and they're telling you their morning routine and they're telling you their daily routine, that's all well and good. They're telling you what they're doing as a millionaire, as someone who's earning more than 10K a month. But they're not telling you what they done to get to that position. So if you tune in every single week, we're going to be telling you what we're doing. And we're only ventures on this self-improvement journey ourselves. So it would be very valuable to take advice, and we're more relatable than anybody you would be watching. So, and we're not gonna pretend to be something we're not. Like, we're not gonna bullshit you, or we're not gonna lead you on. Like, we're just gonna tell you it as it is, and tell you what is gonna be needed to get to where you want to be. And we're gonna tell you how we're getting there and what we're doing to get there. So that's it for the first episode. And as I said, follow all of our social medias. And if you want to learn more from either of us individually, you can follow my YouTube, Brendan's YouTube, and you can look for and we'll link all of our socials down below anyway. And yeah, just remember, the only thing that is doing the thing is doing the thing. Mwah.